Hello, welcome to another episode of the Magic Arena Run. Today it's a weekend, and so we're going to be headed out for another quick draft. This time the quick draft is M19, so we're gonna take a quick look at that. Probably need to refresh that a bit. Okay, game auto detect is weirded out a bit. Hold on, I'm probably gonna do. Okay, there you go. Sometimes I know sometimes XSplit doesn't cooperate with you all the time. Well, probably it was already working. I just couldn't see it on my end of the screen. I'm working with the one monitor setup. It's not like I'm loaded with cache or anything. Anyway, so without further ado, and speaking of not loaded with cache, let's get our one game in. Let's change the layout and transmogrifying wand. So this one is pseudo removal. It will remove your opponent's best creatures. But it will give him a 2/4 ox. So if we ever take this wand, we have to specialize in flying creatures. So we're looking at cards like Aven Windmage, Spark Tongue Dragon. So if we take this one, we won't be able to go with a weenie it could do a ground strategy, but it's probably going to be green if ever we do it. A weenie strategy around Militia Bugler and cards with 2 power, probably not gonna happen. So, but there isn't really much of anything else here. So we will take the rare. Now, let's see if we can find our big creature. Well, we got one. Vinemer is a way to do it, and Hexproof is really good. If I didn't take Vinemare, I probably would take Sleep. But we'll go with the Vinemare. Let's see if we can get... Okay, Declare Dominance is a good way to back it up, but I might pass on this first. I might take something like Colossal Dreadmaw. 6/6 for 6, basically best common ever. Well, best common creature ever. We'll take that one. So we need to look for ways to shore up our early game. Fiery Finish is probably not that. We could do blue for a little anticipate action. Basically, the idea is we got big creatures, but we need to draw into them. Ghost form would actually be would actually be quite backbreaking with these guys. We could do a white green build. Like we can use our white creatures to shore up the early game, green creatures shore up the late game. We'll stick with white. We'll just stick with green for now. We'll take high. Well, we could take Tornhide Wolves. Not too shabby for 5 mana. We'll take Highland Game for now. And here we have options here. Gutter Snipe is actually quite interesting, but not for limited, more for constructed. We could go Wall of Mist to shore up the early game. Spark Tongue Dragon. This one's a bit pricey, but it is a common flyer. Well, let's just probably take Bristling Bordeaux. Let's see how far we can go along the green train. And okay, not too far. So if ever we dropped out of green, what would our next color be? Sure Strike would be interesting. We don't have Trample quite yet, but that is one way to do it. Blue for Omen Speaker. Again, it helps a little bit with early, helps smooth out our next draws. Black, probably for Doom Dissenter more than Epicure of Blood. I don't think we passed that much Great Red, so I think I'll go with... Okay. Yeah, let's go with the Sure Strike. Okay, Gearsmith Prodigy, not what we're looking for. Marauder's Axe, kind of what we're looking for. Crash True, this kind of helps. It's not unblockability, but it is cheaper, and it does give us a card back. Could just take another Sure Strike. Could also just take Manalith. We don't have any cards like Druid of the Cowl just yet, but this guy will help do just fine. Probably take that over Marauder's Axe anyway. I actually didn't expect to see lag in this draft. Okay, so these guys are okay, but I'm gonna speculate a bit. I'll take the Cinder Barons. Okay, I don't want the Wall of Vines. I could take Abnormal Endurance as a combat trick. Vampire Neonate, not so much. Yeah, I'll take Abnormal Endurance, because it'll take a bit of effort for opponent to kill any of our creatures. Getting them back is going to be backbreaking. Fine, we'll take a Johnny's Welcome. Yes. And Mind Rot is quite painful. This is some quick draft, so I guess a copy of Naturalize is kind of okay too. Let's try Mind Rot. Let's see. Okay, and take the Tornhide Wolves over the Motivator. Probably take the Wall of. I'll take the Wall of Mist and no. Let's just take out the Fire Elemental. Probably not gonna play it though. Cancel that and the land. So we're probably okay. This is Banefire is really good. Poison Tip Archer is also just as good. We even have a Druid of the Cowl. Oh man, this is gonna be painful. Banefire is just straight up removal, straight up damage. Poison Tip Archer kind of helps a bit, but this one is much better if you're really in black and green already. Well, we kinda are, but I wouldn't exactly call these black and green ins. I'm more likely to play Banefire. Hopefully we can get Timber Gorge back. Let's give Banefire a try. Okay, so Talons of Wildwood is something I would be willing to put on Vinemare. But what other options do we have here? Ravenous Harpy is sort of decent. Could also just take Shock. It is removal. Yeah, I'll just take the Shock for now. So let's drop this off back here. Let's put the Sure Strike back in. I'll take Electrify now. And I will take Blanchwood Armor. There you go. It's something to go with Vinemare. Another Vinemare would be insane. Let's take one Centaur Courser at this time. Alpine Moon, not quite. Elvish Rejuvenator will... well, this one draws us cards over time, but we do need to get to that level, so I'll take Elvish Rejuvenator. Titanic Growth is okay. Act of Treason is okay. Let's just take the Titanic Growth. It's less conditional. Gearport Guide's not gonna quite make it. Bristling Boar will make it. Woodland Stream. What are blue cards? Just cancel. Let's take the Bristling Boar. And I will take the Timber Gorge now. Now that's made it back. Okay, so let's take another Ajani's Welcome for the sideboard that I'm never gonna run. Okay, I could take Tranquil Expanse in the event there is a White Splash. Oaken Form is kind of like Blanchwood Armor. Root Snare is probably a no. Catalyst Elemental is a maybe. Blanchwood Armor is probably a lot better than Oaken Form, so I'll take this Tranquil Expanse probably on the off chance, I guess. Let's just take the Inspired Charge. Crash True, sideboard. Infectious Horror, sideboard. Okay, this is really a okay, well, I think this pack had a dual land, so that will explain why Tolarian Scholar got stranded. That's really okay. This is a mythic, but it's not the best mythic. I'm probably gonna skip this one, but okay, let's see. Okay, kind of wish I took the Woodland Stream right now. Let's see what are our options here. Siegebreaker Giants, okay at 5. Volley Veteran, we don't have enough goblins. We do have a Manolith. We can kind of splash it, although this literally is just a 3/5 with Vigilance for 4. I'm not going... What are creatures with Defender? None. I didn't take any of them. I didn't even take the Wall of Vines. Okay, so let's be realistic. Let's just take the Druid of the Cowl. Bye-bye. Okay, Druid of Horns. We only got one aura, so maybe not quite probably better off taking a Centaur Courser. Well, actually, an argument can be made for explosive apparatus too, but we already have a shock. And then electrify. Let's see, I didn't take naturalize. Take vengeance splash. No, I'm probably more likely to take sure strike also. We could just take a naturalize right now. Let's just take that. Tormenting Voice will draw us cards, but I'll take Daggerback Basilisk. That's kind of removal. Although, Arcane Encyclopedia will draw us cards over time. Yeah, sure, let's speculate a bit. Okay, another mana lit. Yeah, it's... Wait, let's do a creature count before we decide on that one. Right now it's got 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we have too few creatures. I'm actually gonna have to take the Goblin Motivator. Although it's not a good pick. Satyr Enchanter, also not a great pick. Bogart Brute's a good early pick, I suppose. Let's take the Bogart Brute. Druid of Horns. We'll take the Bristling Boar instead. We only had one aura spell, so that's kind of unfortunate, but it them's the breaks. So I could just drop the Sure Strike and take the Titanic Growth. It's probably more realistic. Yeah, we'll do that. So Sure Strike goes in the sideboard. Okay, Greenwood Sentinel. We definitely need the creatures. We're using our... It's not great that you're using your late picks to shore up on creatures. Let's do a creature count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay. One more creature would be better. I guess I can just dump the Fire Elemental here. Okay. So let's just hate out the Tectonic Rift. Field Creeper might be a better, albeit uninspired pick. Tranquil Expanse, Tormenting Voice. Let's take the Tranquil Expanse. The white speculation didn't pan out. If it was Palladium Wars, it would have been better for us, albeit. Wow. I feel so sorry for the professor. Anyway, Tolarian Scholar goes here. So we are at 43. So we need to make 3 cuts. And based on the deck, we have probably should cut 2 non-creatures and 1 creature. So just drop the Motivator. 2 non-creatures. Naturalize should go... Okay, so it's between Arcane, Manalit, and Transmorgifying Wand. Let's check our curve here. Because we have a very decent 2, 3, 4 curve. I think the Arcane Encyclopedia might be the weakest link here. At least with because you have to keep spending mana over cards over time. We do want to keep drawing creatures. This will help us in a pinch if we get mana screwed or whatnot. Mana lit. This one accelerates us a turn. It does help get our Vinemare early. Well, not really Vinemare. It helps get our Fire Elementor, Tornhide Wolves, and Colossal Dreadmaw earlier. I think Manalits might be the weakest cut link here. We'll just cut that. So this is literally just green-red big stuff. Okay, I'm gonna make some changes to the mana here. So yeah, I'm gonna turn off auto suggest. We really need one more mountain. So 10. This is basically an 11-7 split. If we count Timber Gorge. Most of our early plays are green anyway. Yeah, I guess we can afford this. So this is what we'll do. This is basically Gruul. Big beats. Kind of wish I took the Colossal Enchantment. That would probably have been a better way to draw cards than Arcane Encyclopedia. So we're gonna go with that one. Let's check if okay, still recording. So again, we'll see how many wins we can knock out with this one. The last time we did really well with red, green, red. It was Amonkhet, it was... Was it Amonkhet? Yeah, I think it was Amonkhet. It was... It's centered around... It's not Overwhelm or over... Yeah, I think it is Overwhelm. Okay, so... Got turn 2 play. Not... We're hoping to draw into land, so I'm gonna keep... But I'm gonna keep this one. Okay, wish granted. We'll play green. We'll play the forest. So we can Greenwood Sentinel into a Transmogrifying Wand. Or Arcane Encyclopedia. Interesting enough, what we could do is... We could just Transmogrify our own creatures. Okay, this opponent's in green-white. Daybreak Chaplain. Okay, actually we'll just play the center Courser here. No attacks, no need to... It's just gonna bounce off the Chaplain. If our opponent does play enchantments, because that is typical for green-white. Okay. So I'm gonna attack with the Courser. We'll force a trade. Okay, no trades. So we will play... Okay. I'm just gonna play the Arcane Encyclopedia. Kinda need to start drawing cards. I would have much preferred the Colossal Might, but right now it's actually okay. Okay, now we play Transmogrifying Wand. Okay, we are shy on mana now, so we'll just have to play our artifacts. Let's hope our opponent doesn't have Naturalize. We'll probably take the one hit from the Tornhide Wolves. And we have to remember that we have to activate this on our turn. So no big shenanigans here. Please don't tell me he has Naturalize. Oh, okay, this is interesting. He might have a combat trick, so I'm gonna make him trigger it. Whoops. Inspired Charge, so we are going to take a bit of damage. Okay, not too shabby. So we're going to shrink this down to size. And unfortunately, we'd have to play... So we'll still be taking damage here. I'll probably just play the Field Creeper just to have some blocks. Okay, end the turn. Not casting Banefire for 0. So we probably should Banefire the Chaplain or the Highland game at this point. Okay, our opponent's holding back though, so that does mean something. But he's still looking at his hand, that scares me. Okay, so Bristling Boar, at least it'll get through these guys. So I'm gonna play that. And I can actually just Transmogrify my own Field Creeper. Probably a better use. Let's do that. Okay. So it does mean we only have two ways to kill a big threat later on. Concern is Colossal Dread. Well, we can answer Colossal Dreadmaw, I suppose. So I probably need to hold Transmogrifying Wand for flyers, I guess. There is possible there is white here. He did have his own Colossal Dreadmaw. So let's Transmogrify that and play Tornhide Wolves. So I'm going to Transmogrify that. So that's all 3 charges. So I'm going to go into combat. I'm going to just swing with Bristling Boar. Okay, there is a bit of lag right now. I'm suspecting it's probably the weather outside. I actually like the new interface that your timeouts are secluded at the side here. Okay, so opponent's going to just chump block away. So let's resolve that. Okay, end combat. I'm gonna play Tornhide Wolves. I'm not gonna start drawing cards until I have nothing better to do with my mana. Right? He still has a Colossal Dreadmaw. And I'm actually gonna I'm gonna Bane Fire that away. So this time swing with our attackers. So he's gonna take 4 damage and probably just chump with Bristling Boar, I guess. Okay. So next turn we play our own Colossal Dreadmaw. Start drawing cards after that, I suppose. Now it'll be annoying if our opponent has a okay, that's not too bad. Because if he attacks with that one, I just chump with the Sentinel. Let's see, does he have a pump effect? He might have a pump effect. We're still not out of the woods yet. That was kind of meaningless. That did not make sense at all. Okay, so yeah, yep, oops. So I'm going to combat. I'm going to attack with these two. Yeah, that did not make sense at all. Probably no need for me to play this forest just yet. Probably should though. So right now he's okay, I'm just gonna chump block here. He probably has to drop a creep. Okay, he didn't drop a creep. Yeah, I should have just drew. Fine. Well, he conceded, so that saves us trouble. I was gonna start drawing cards at that point. Betting better in limit. Yeah, that Titanic growth was wasted. It was a shame. Well, he knew. Well, our opponent knew he made a mistake, so it's okay. Yeah, sometimes you always assume things get tacked on, like, oh, this actually has ++ and trample. Not always. Sometimes we need to be careful about these things. So we do have a good turn 2 into turn 4. So I'm gonna keep that. And yeah, so turn 2 into turn 4, we need to keep Vinemare alive for as long as possible. So I might not even drop Vinemare. I might even try to hold on to Vinemare for as long as possible. Depends where our opponent drops. Dark Dweller Oracle. No, I'm dropping the Vinemare. Who am I kidding? Because our opponent can't answer it with the spells he has like this. He can only answer by pumping, so our best bet is to start clearing out our opponent's creatures. And we shouldn't just throw this guy in front. Okay, he can answer with that. We can answer with this, although this is... okay, that is a bit inefficient. So I'm going to combat first. No, just attack with 1. Then I will drop Greenwood Sentinel. So the interesting thing is that if our opponent drops anything bigger, we can just transmorgify it to something smaller. So we'll just see what our opponent drops. Dragon Egg. It's gonna be interesting. Wait, this one destroys a creature, so this is actually the worst place to use a worst place to use the wand on. So I'm gonna swing anyway with both. There is no 1-mana combat trick. His best bet, yes, just block it, sacrifice it to... well, he doesn't have... actually, no, not a good idea, exile it. So he's gonna throw the Dark Dweller Oracle away, so that's fine. So he gets a 2/2 dragon. I'm not gonna show the wand just yet, because I think I can afford to take I can still afford to take a few hits. So turn. So down to 1 card. So waiting to see what big thing our opponent's gonna drop. If he pumps the dragon as he attacks, so probably doesn't have much of a big thing. Okay, in fact, he's spending his mana carefully. It's not Luminous Bonds and Courser, sure, no problem. Oh, so he's holding it back. So yeah, transmogrifying one out of the blue. We will still take some damage from the Ox. Unless he decides to leave it. Well, we have to assume he's going to leave it behind. So we may need to start sending the Bristling Boar first. There's definitely combat tricks in this hand. Okay, he's in a rush. So he could trade this with the... So I'm going to cast this guy first. I could transmogrify. He just ends up blocking with both. No, I'll send the Bristling Boar in one at a time. So I'm gonna just pass for now. This would have been more threatening 2 turns later. Well, maybe not. Yeah, it would hurt our Bristling Boar. So right now we're... Okay, Gallant Cavalry. This is actually better. So we're trying to get rid of the Spark Tongue Dragon for now. Let's play Field Creeper. So if he trades with that, then you just... Yeah, we'll just end the turn. Actually... Let's transmogrify that. So we're a bit empty-handed, and we have to assume there are combat tricks here, so... These are not safe. These are not safe blocks at all. I could actually just transmogrify the Centaur Courser, just get through. Let's just call it combat first. I'm gonna hold on to it though, assume there is one bigger threat. I have no idea what that sound is. Okay, so our opponent's... Let's see if our opponent tries to double block. If I can reduce the board even at the cost of one of our oxen, that's okay. Ooh, this is a new take on the timer. What's he more likely to throw away? Yeah, he's gonna throw away that token. Yeah, sure. So we'll block it in this order. Yeah, we'll hold on to that. Okay, so we have a Titanic Growth, so we can get past this, so... Bit of a waste. Well, opponent... Okay, so I'm gonna go into combat. I'm going to attack. Let's see, he's gonna throw the Swift Claw in front. Yeah, I have to use the Titanic Growth. That was a bit wasted. Yeah, well, sorry, kinda missed that one. So I will have no choice but to just transmogrify our Courser. So there's a good chance we might lose this game because of my carelessness here. That's okay. We learn more from our mistakes than our victories. And we gain more from an arcane encyclopedia. Yeah, I'm not... Okay, that's better. So no need to attack just yet. Past the turn. So we're gonna try to we'll swing with both of them. I'm more willing to throw the Ox away. So combat. Opponent hasn't done much of anything to reveal his tricks yet. So 3 Tornhide Wolves. 1, 3, 4. Okay, we have 7 mana, so I will attack with actually 8. So I will attack with both. Let's see. Okay, so he's gonna block with that. Okay, so I'm gonna take this one out. I will use Titanic Growth again. So we wipe out more blockers, and we don't lose any creature. That's a good news. Really curious what these 3 cards in hand are. So Tornhide Wolves comes in. Note that we don't have Sure Strike anymore, so we're pretty much trying to draw into Blanchwood Armor. Guess we could play an Elvish Rejuvenator. Let's see if we can find the forest. Yep. Okay, shame we missed out on the shock and all these other creatures, but there you go. So let's go into combat. I'm sending the Tornhide Wolves this time. Anything to avoid endangering the Vinemare will do it. I'm really curious, what's in our opponent's hand? He's got... could be flooded, that is a possibility. He's gonna take Vengeance. Yeah, sure. So, that's one removal spell down. Okay, he's in... let's draw another card. So, here we see... okay, this is nice. So, Arcane Encyclopedia is making itself useful. Still not throwing the Vinemare. Oh, well, we didn't have to. I guess our opponent really got flooded here. That's a reasonable possibility. So, okay, not doing quite well. So two wins, no losses yet. Any of those things could change any moment now. So right now we're heading to game 3. Yeah, I'm quite liking the deck so far. I'm liking the Vinemare interactions. Basically, knowing to play around what your opponent might potentially have. Okay, so we get to go first. This one's not so great. We need one more mana to play the Elvish Rejuvenator, and that's just to play Bristling Boar. Do I want to mulligan this though? We do have we essentially have a 1-point removal. Let's keep this, because we do have a good number of 2/3s. Sadly, we have a good number of 4s also, so that may be where we might get into trouble. Okay, so start off with Forest. So we're looking for another land in the next 2 turns. Okay, we got what we wanted, so let's play the Forest. Turn 3 Elvish Rejuvenator is not exciting. Well, not Face of an Omen Speaker. At least we know this is indicative of a slower, more controlling deck, maybe? Oh, but we could easily be proven wrong. So, at least we're gonna get... we might get 1 turn closer. Okay, so it's shame... well, not too much anyway. Yeah, that wasn't so bad. So... Tolarian Scholar... gonna take 1. So... let's just play the Bristling Boar. No need to use the Titanic Growth just yet, though there is a decent there are removal possibilities that we have to be aware of. There is that, so we'll be taking a little more damage. No blocks, we'll just hit back later. So, okay. So I'm gonna play Highland Game and Bristling Boar. No need to show the Dreadmaw just yet. If our opponent's answers are basically 1:1, we need to dump more cards there. See? That's his plan. So yeah, we'll just take that damage. So we're gonna draw into the boar again. So we play that. If I don't attack with both of these creatures, it looks suspicious, so I'm gonna do just that. Sure, we open ourselves up to having this answered again. Okay, this one's not so bad. So we are gonna burn this guy. Let's see. Okay, he's not that greedy. Okay. So could go into combat and just swing with everyone. Wait, no, let's not be hasty. Let's just swing with these 2 guys. Let's see how he blocks the Bristling Boar. Okay, he's not gonna block the boar. Okay, I'll just gain the 2 life there. Hit for 4. Then we're gonna just we'll just Banefire the Sovereign, right? Oh wait, end combat first. Banefire the Sovereign. Nah, let's make it X equals 5. There are no 4 spike effects here, so. And oh yeah, also making X equals 5 makes it uncounterable, as unlikely as a 1 mana counter spell is. Okay, we'll continue to take the tree. So next turn I'll play Bristling Boar and hold up Titanic Growth. Yeah, do just that. Let's see what he has in hand. Probably a bounce spell again. Strangling Spores. You know what? Let's keep him alive. So we will probably be winning this race, maybe. Okay, got 5/5. We still have our own Titanic Growth, so we'll do just that. Let's just okay. Let's swing with everybody, because he has to respect this one. So we can actually answer both, maybe. So we'll let damage through. And yeah, shot. Okay, so we're a bit out of danger now. We're not gonna win quite just yet. Skeleton Archer, sure. Take 1. So going to combat now. Now we can show our Colossal Dreadmaw. Just in case. Yeah, I know there's... No, actually I'm not too sure if there's a counterspell at 2 mana. Okay. Opponent resigned that one. He probably didn't have enough to answer both threats over time. So... Oh, we're doing quite well with green-red. I'm actually liking this. Yeah, I also like this too. Okay, so far so good. 3 wins, no losses. Let's keep this run rolling. Okay, still have plenty of time. So it's interesting to note that because of how how much of a bad feeling it is to get mana screwed on your best of 1 matches, that they are kind of cheating already by giving you the better of 2 hands. Now, how they decide what is better is interesting. Okay. Yeah, I'll keep this one. Well, at least we get a turn 3 Courser. Fingers crossed. If I can draw red mana, that would be so much... That would be so good. Neonate. Okay, so this is probably control... Oh, we did draw... Ask and ye shall receive. Now, so this possibly means our opponent will have something to do on turn 2. We can't say likewise, but well, at least I can play the Timber Gorge without any ill effect. Okay, so we're gonna take some chip damage. Yeah, let's resolve that. Let's hope our opponent plays something that we can... Okay, who was I kidding? Well, at least we're not taking chip damage this one. So we actually have choices. We can replace Centaur Courser now. We can play Bristling Boar first. I'm more likely to play Vinemare though. Basically a threat that can't be removed willy-nilly, and just have to be careful how I block. So opponent plays Greenwood Sentinel. I think he's gonna force a chump. No chumps. Okay. Combat, attack. Okay, send this into the... Let's offer the trade. Okay, doesn't take the trade. We'll play Bristling Boar first. So if he offers the Centaur Courser, I might actually just take the damage. Okay, it's just gonna Strangling Spores. That's okay. So we'll take 5 damage. We'll hit tree on the knockback. Play Vine Mare. Oh no, we'll play another Bristling Boar. So we're basically trying to get rid of his removal spells in hand. So we'll end the turn here. I might even just block the Greenwood Sentinel first. Make him play Combat Trick. Does he have another Strangling Spores? As expensive as this card is, it is still quite reasonable. So okay, attack. Can I reveal? Okay, I will block. Okay, show me your hand. Show me what you got. Oh, he might actually just have a plain removal spell then. Plague Mare. Ooh, creatures your opponents control get. Okay, that's interesting. So it also shrinks the Centaur Courser. Not too shabby. So we'll end the turn here. Oh, it's just one until end of turn, so I will swing. Okay, I'll swing back with the Centaur Courser. Still no reason to play Mary just yet. I did want one more mana. I will play the Tornhide Wolves now. So let's see what our opponent has. He hasn't gotten his 5th mana yet. Well, neither have. Well, we haven't hit our 6th yet. So we've missed a few land drops here and there. Can't be blocked by white creatures. Well, at least we can sideboard that way. Okay, so let's swing with both. Let's see how he decides to block. Okay, he's just gonna offer that. Sprite. Curious how he's gonna do it though. Might have a straight up removal spell. Okay, he's just gonna chump like that. Trade coursers. Okay, let's see if he has a trick. Okay, he's gonna just play that, so we'll let that resolve. Okay, let's see. No tricks. Okay, not too bad. Green. I'll play the Vine Mare now. And yeah, let's end the turn there. Just waiting for him to play something big. Okay, you know what? Let's just play the shock now. Let's see if he has a way to keep it alive. Show it. Okay, he didn't. So he got a clean board. Sort of. He might have a hired blade. That's one thing. At least I have the Titanic Growths for. So we'll play the Greenwood Sentinel. Yeah, I think it's possible our opponent might be stuck on mana, or just drawing into a lot of lands also. But he did miss a few land drops before, so he should be playing something right about now. But he did offer the concession, so sometimes what I would give to know what our opponent actually has in his hand. I think it looks like the... Well, I've only seen it move one way, so it's hard for me to say if the tracker is now accurate or not. Okay, so this is not a capable hand. We got no action until turn 5. Nothing I want to really cast on turn 2. We're gonna mulligan that. Okay, this one's much better. We have a turn 2 and a turn 4 play. And even the Blanchwood armor combo. Bit greedy though. Since I just skipped one land drop at this point. Okay, so let's hope. So this one is awfully greedy, but I do have a Highland gameplay. Highland game to play. Ooh, on this triple color. Okay, that was way too greedy. I could just play the Highland game now. Or I could play the Arcane Encyclopedia so I can keep trying to draw 4 lands. So I'll just do that. Let's see if I can get out of our greedy play. Let's hope we're not too punished too much. So okay, so I don't think our opponent has something like Knight's Pledge or whatnot. I'll play the Centaur Courser though. Probably gonna eat the removal spell, but we'll see. Ooh, flashed it in response. So I'll see if I can eliminate the Child of Night first. I think he's more likely. Okay, that's okay. That's okay. Nah, actually, that's not so okay. So he's gonna offer the trade since it's gonna get blocked anyway. Yeah, I'll accept the trade. Or since it's gonna get tapped anyway. So Banefire equals 2 is a no-go. Okay, gonna start drawing cards. Let's see if... Okay, that's not too bad. So turn 4 Vinemare, it's not gonna get tapped down. At least it'll keep the Child of Night out. But we're gonna be beaten down quite a bit. So at this rate, I'm actually holding... Okay, can't play... I really have to play the Vinemare now. So I'm gonna take damage from here, but at least I'm holding this guy back. So next turn, I played the Blanchwood Armor. I can start holding these guys back too. Okay, there's... Problem is, any pump spell ends it for me, and... Oh, he's holding back... Well, he could have represented Inspiring Charge. Okay, so I'm not gonna block. I could just actually burn out one of these guys instead too. I do have the Banefire. I probably have to burn the Starn Crown Stag first. I'm actually concerned what the red is for. I can't see the Box Stomper. Okay, so I can't burn this guy out. I could trade, but that's very bad. Okay, I can kill one of these guys. He just taps it instead. Okay, cancel that first. Because here's the problem. If I tap this out, I don't have enough blockers. I will lose. If I play Highland game, I can't take this out. I'm essentially chump blocking. Okay. I'll just play the Highland. Pass the turn. Best bet is to actually cast Titanic Growth on Vinemare just to absorb just to answer the Bog Stomper. Then I can just chump the Druid of the Cowl on something. Let's see what he taps. If he taps the Druid, tries to tap the Druid, I'm forced to play Titanic Growth. Okay. But it's just fine considering I get to trade with Child of Night. So at least we're still slightly comfortable. I still have the Druid of the Cowl. I just need more mana. Yeah, greed is not helping me a bit. I might have to sacrifice the Vinemare to a Star Crown Stag. It's taking vengeance, so I'm even down on mana. I need Brawl Bash Ogre, so... Okay, that is not gonna do it. I can only burn for 2. No good. Yep, not enough mana. So this is where greed gets the better of us. So I'm gonna send him to his death. Oh, at least he let me hit him. Sacrifice. Oh, yeah. So splashes are real. So he took a bit of a hit there, but not that one. That one's our own fault. We have no one else to blame. So still at 4 wins, 1 loss. Need to be careful. Yeah, that was very greedy. In hindsight, we really should have dumped the Blanchwood armor. We were living the pipe dream. And sometimes the pipes don't end. Sometimes the pipes don't end where we want them to end. Okay, so. But otherwise, I'm like. But overall, I'm quite happy with the deck. Okay, turn 1 into the turn 2 play. Hopefully for a turn 3 that can accelerate us first. We'll keep this one. Well, our turn 2 play is actually removal, but we got both our colors. We couldn't really ask for more. Okay, opponent mulligan, so I guess that should be okay. Makes me wonder. Well, actually no, it doesn't make me wonder. I'm pretty sure the mulligans are actual draw sick, because the scry one is very powerful in itself. So let's see what our opponent. Oh, opponent has some new play. It's probably Goblin Motivate. Oh, Crash True Draw. Oh, he's just cycling. This is interesting. I would not be surprised if this is actually red-blue. Okay. Let's play green. Let's play green with Sentinel. Next turn, Rejuvenator. Let's try to grab a forest so we can at least enable our Dreadmaw. Let's see what opponent's got. Goblin Instigator. Okay. I could get greedy, attack, then just shock one of these guys. Let's see what. If our opponent offers the double block, I'll just shock one. I'll skip the turn. Okay, nope, he's not falling for that, so we'll play our Elvish Rejuvenator. So, well, we miss out on some good stuff. No time to cry over spilt milk. Mono red, please no Goblin Chain Whirler. Oh wait, wrong set. So what's our Gutter Snipe? Okay, I will shock this guy though. I'm suspecting. Do I really have to shock this guy? Maybe I can offer a trade with the Greenwood Sentinel. We'll see. Okay, so let's offer the trade first. Okay, he's not biting. So, in that case, I will shock the Gutter Snipe and play my Bristling Boar. Okay, so far so good. Opponent hasn't shown another color yet. This is a really good mono red deck. Okay, so question: am I willing to throw away 2 cards for this one? Actually, yes. Bristling Boris can handle any of these and can trade better with any of his other guys. So I will do just that. Elvish Rejuvenator did his job. Greenwood Sentinel did his job. So that was a nice removal spell. I'll play the Centaur Courser first. So now we're gonna try to race. Our opponent could still have something good. Whoa, this is really mono red. Curious what the rest of his cards are. Well, they're actually quite decent, so it's nothing to scoff about. Okay, so we have our tradable. Let's give us another land. Okay, we'll go into combat first. If he trades, let's see him make the trade first. I could easily just play the Arcane Encyclopedia for... Well, no. Let's just... Well, let's just play the Dreadmaw. Who are we kidding? Well, there is a removal spell at 6 mana that could hit this guy, so that might not have been the greatest play. See what our opponent has. He hit his 6. Does he have this? Does he have the removal spell? It's not in his hand. If he has the removal spell, it's actually... well, all's not lost, though. It is a bit annoying to lose the Dreadmaw. It technically is our best creature. After that, it's just down to a Tornhide Wolves and another pair of Boars. Well, we do have Vinemare too. That's actually quite good. Catalyst Elemental. Okay, so not quite removal. I could safely swing with the Dreadmaw. Wait. Okay. So play the Arcane Encyclopedia. Let's go into combat. Our opponent might have Sure Strike, so... But Sure Strike is 2 mana. He'll only be able to Sure Strike 1. Let's see what he's got. So he's gonna chump. Take 6? He could... Did he just take 9? Okay, let's just end the turn there. No need to... Okay, let's see what this last card is. Spark Tongue Dragon is the one thing I can think of. That does require 8 mana. I probably would have chumped one of the goblins anyway. Actually, if you think of it, these guys have not swung the entire game. So, okay, there's our Spark Tongue Dragon. Is he going to... okay. Is he going to get the Catalyst Elemental? He can kill our Courser that way, but... The catch is, if he does that... Okay, so we'll lose the Centaur Courser. We'll take... But he has to hold these guys back if he wants... If he doesn't want to just die to Colossal Dreadmaw. Okay, we'll let that resolve. Okay, combat. He's probably not... Okay. Well, it's not like I'm gonna get any other time to cast it, so I'll just cast it now. It's also possible our opponent didn't notice the trample. Okay, just cast a Titanic Growth to white. Well, yeah, he didn't notice. I don't think he noticed the trample. Or he was conceding. That is also a possibility too. Well, not too shabby. 5 wins, 1 loss. Yet another pack. So let's see, can we make it to 7 wins all the way? So there was one game where Transmogrifying Wand was good. One game where Vinemare was good. One game where Colossal Dreadmaw was good. One game where Banefire was good. Yeah, a lot of things are running pretty good. Nothing's coming out Millhouse. Okay. What I'd like to know though is there a way for the game to tell you which cards in your hand are fully visible to your opponent? That would be something that's quite kind of important actually. Okay, so turn 2 Druid of the Cowl. We'll keep this anyway. It'll be annoying if we draw into way too much gas, but at least we have an arcane encyclopedia to sink all the gas into. Okay, opponent's mulliganed once. That's not too bad. Okay, so we will get our turn 2 druid. Hopefully we can get something decent to play on turn 3. Okay, there's mid prodigy. This might be a bit aggressive. Okay, fine. I guess I am not playing druid of the cowl. Worst case scenario, he plays an artifact. I just trade these two guys. No harm, no foul. Opponent's playing mono blue. Okay. Centaur Courser. I guess we are not accelerating today. Counter spell? Oh, anticipate. Okay. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Opponent plays Aven Wind Mage, so we really have to start racing. Well, we can do that thanks to that bristling board, so start swinging. If our opponent, I'm willing to trade the Courser for the Wind Mage actually. Let's see if he's willing to make that trade too. Okay. Oh, he just threw it. I wouldn't say throw it away. There might be a reason for that, but now we're playing bristling board. So next turn we may have to play Druid of the Cowl. Hopefully we get another land so we can play that and the Arcane Encyclopedia. Opponent has red, so I am expecting a bunch of instants and sorceries. Okay. I guess we're the deck playing instants and sorceries. Swing first. Because we can still respond to the trigger at least. Sleep is a sorcery, so... Wait, is it sorcery or instant? Well, let's attack anyway. Let's see what our opponent's got. Okay. So... if he doesn't do anything, I will... Well, he has to do something. Okay, he's gonna electrify the boar. I am going to shock the Wind Mage. So I did lose a creature, but not too bad. Yeah, I'll play the Encyclopedia now. So at least we have a board presence, so we can leverage that for the time being. Opponent, yeah, played a bunch of... Okay, he's got Gearsmith Guardian, so... Well, there goes our presence. So past the turn now, we will draw a card later. Yeah, Arcane Encyclopedia is gonna be doing some great work. I hope he swings with this. Well, even if he plays a blue creature and swings with that one, I am kinda okay with it. Yeah, his resources are wearing thin. He is... Okay, he's not gonna swing. Okay, draw a card. Ooh. Okay, you know what? I am going to swing with these guys. Okay. I'm gonna pump this guy first. Okay, go for damage. Okay, we'll end the turn right there. So we are kind of answering our opponent's threats 1 for 1. Our opponent is flooded. Omen Speaker's not gonna cut it. Okay, let's just draw a card. Okay. Okay, doesn't like what he sees. Well, considering his situation, I think I can guess those two are lands. Let's see what's... No big creature. So I'm gonna just swing with the Courser alone. Probably can just swing with both. Doesn't matter. Okay, he's gonna take the damage. I'm gonna play the Rejuvenator first. Okay, Forest. Shame we passed the Bristling Boar and whatnot, so we'll end the turn. So I'm waiting to see our opponent drop something big. Okay, I was saying I was waiting for our opponent to drop something big. He's still got something in hand though. Let's see what he... Okay, draw a card. Yep, so we're just drawing cards over. Okay, so 3. So I'm gonna go into combat. I'm going to I'm gonna attack with both now, because I now have the trick for the Omen Speaker. Oh, he's not gonna even bite. Okay, fine. So I have 9 mana, so I can safely cast. Well, I won't have Electrify up, but I can cast Dreadmaw into draw a card. Opponent is still waiting for something. Is there a control man? There is Switcheroo, if I remember. Sleep tap. Oh, he did have the sleep. Okay, we'll draw a card then. So he buys some time. Yeah, feel free to swing. So we need to put out. Okay, we have a creature to put out. Okay, gonna pass the turn. Yeah, pass the turn. So I'm willing to trade the creeper for the motivator. Well, our opponent had sleep, but he didn't have the follow-up. So we're 1 win away from hitting 7-0. Oh, not 7-0, but we're 1 win away from hitting 7 wins. So yeah, everything's working nicely so far. Let's see. Let's keep going. So we can afford to lose at least one more time, which is kind of scary. One of my more recent drafts ended at 6-3, so it's still quite possible. So Parkas. So let's see what. So let's see if our deck can go all the way. Well, our opponent goes first, so we have 3 turns to draw a 3rd land. I'll keep this one. Now, watch me get punished by not getting my 3rd land on time. What? Okay, I didn't get punished. Did I ever cast... Yeah, I did cast Fire Elemental once. So, opponent has Omen Speaker. Opponent doesn't like what he sees. Okay, we got Shock Mana up, so I'll pass the turn. So let's hope our opponent plays something good. Something that flies. Well, that's not it. Okay, I'm gonna pass the turn here. Yeah, let that resolve. So we have to play Courser on turns 3, and hopefully I draw another land, so I'm not punished too much, but I will have to play the Coursers first. Okay, I'm slightly punished. Play Courser first. Then the Blanchwood Arm. Okay, Wall of Mist, but technically I'm running this guy as a wall right now, so not too much for pain. See, I think he's holding up mana for Disperse. Okay, so that's a Wall of Mist again. Oh, this is gonna be annoying. Anyway, let's play Centaur Courser again. So no need to swing into a pointless attack. So our opponent probably has some big things up in the air, so he's digging for it. Probably need to play our Arcane Encyclopedia. Okay. I'm still gonna play the Arcane Encyclopedia. Hold up Shock Mana, because we need to start drawing more lands so that we can run out our Fire Elemental. We'll run Fire Elemental first. That will trade with that will clear out the mist. Gearsmith Prodigy, sure. Does he have a pump effect? Wait, I can think of a few ways where he could save it. Well, definitely playing the fire elemental first. Okay, does he have cancel? That would be annoying. No, Hired Blade. Okay, that's perfectly fine. No attacks. I'm willing to trade the blade with one of the Centaur Coursers. Because Gearsmith Guardian, so it's a 5/5. We do have the Titanic Growth. You know what? Let's swing. Because I can at least... Okay, he's gonna chump with an Omen Speaker. Okay, he's gonna chump with both. Okay, done. Titanic Growth. Damage. Lots of, so we get that one out of the way. And... Did we play a land? No, I'm gonna draw a card anyway. Let's... Ooh, this is gonna be nice. Probably not gonna transmogrify these, but I will take the... Change out the Gearsmith Guardian. Scholar of Stars draws a card. Plays a land. If he attacks with the Guardian... Okay, he's not attacking with the Guardian. 6 mana. So, same thing. Attack. Okay, he's just gonna block with the wall, sure. So we're gonna play our own... We're gonna play our own Tornhide Wolves. So we're basically just putting... We're just basically putting more creatures in the board because his creatures are somewhat softer. Okay. Now here's the interesting part. I now have a... Well, thanks to our opponent, I now have a reason to transmogrify. So same thing, swing with fire elemental. Okay. And Titanic Growth. So we've pretty much cleared our opponent's board already. We even got the free win off the Phylactery Lich. So combat, attack. Yeah, sure. Send the entire team. No, there is still a... Okay, so he's gonna block with that one. So damage. Okay, I'm just gonna play the Field Creeper for now. Start drawing more cards again. So I'm in no hurry to drop Colossal Dreadmaw, especially to an open board with lots of mana. It's possible our opponent is stranded though. Okay, yep, he's stranded. And we made our win. That's so... that was so great. Well, so... Core set drafting, core set limited. The idea is really centered around playing to the fundamentals, playing to a curve, playing good creatures, being able. And it's really about the small tactics. So I think we can say that that run was a... I wouldn't really call it a huge clinic, but it was pretty good. Mistakes were made along the way. Yeah, I was greedy on... I was way too greedy on one game, but actually playing conservatively will win you more games in the long run. So what can I say? Thank you very much. That was a really good run. That's a good way to start the day. Start this week. So next few episodes coming up, I will finish up the revenge. I will finish up the revenge match of the Dimir Manipulation deck. We will cap it off, and we will cap it off then. We will finish the monocolored tutorial decks. We will go through blue. We will go through the blue one this week. And that's pretty much our schedule. The week might be a bit busier because I will be out pretty often, so I I guess there might be a bit of hastiness in some of the things, but I will try to get things done. So if you like what you see, please don't forget to like and subscribe. And again, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you guys again next time.